Once upon a time, a princess lived high up in a castle, waiting to be rescued. Does this story sound familiar? My heart hurts as I witness the trouble that our ladies have to go through in this 21st century. These pressures to be skinny, these pressures to be beautiful, these pressures to be busted. This pressure eats away as the woman's desire to be wanted and pursued goes unfulfilled. A woman wants to be beautiful. A woman wants to be pursued. A woman wants to be loved. It's always been like this. But the difference today is how we go about it. Women apply layers of makeup to be told that they are beautiful. Women stop eating so that their bodies can become beautiful. You get breast implants to become beautiful. You wear certain clothing. You say certain things. You act a certain way. Women are offering themselves to become beautiful. But the truth is, you were already beautiful. Before the makeup, before you lost the weight, before the boob job, you were beautiful. Before the wardrobe change, before the adapted personality, before you opened your legs to everyone who asked, you were beautiful. The desire to be loved, to be pursued, to be beautiful isn't changing. It's just the way these things are fulfilled. Each and every one of you was beautifully and wonderfully made. You were made to perfection by the hands of God, just the way He wanted you. You are beautiful. Don't let man decide who you are. Don't let a man decide what you should look like. Don't let a man pressure you into sex. Have you forgotten the very fairy tale that flooded your heart as a child? Have you forgotten that you are a princess waiting high in the castle for your knight to come rescue you? No, you women haven't forgotten how it works, because this fairy tale is the works of every woman's heart. The princess in the castle is awaiting her knight. The knight who is in pursuit of a beautiful princess. The knight who endured battle after battle for this princess, so that she might understand the true love and affection that he has for her. No, you haven't forgotten. It is us who has forgotten. It's the men who have forgotten. It's the knight who has forgotten. The modern day fairy tale has no princess. The modern day fairy tale has no knight. Today everyone wants a once upon a time story that ends in happily ever after, but we forget what goes on in between. We forget the battles fought. In the story, many knights set out for the journey, but only one makes it, the most deserving. But today, many knights make it to the castle, but there's no happy ever after. Why? Why do multitudes of men make it to the castle of one princess? Two reasons. The woman doesn't make the knight storm the castle, and the knight forgot how. Men, we have to cross the treacherous lands. We have to storm the castle, slay the dragon, and sweep the beautiful princess off her feet. It is then and only then will you receive her gift. Will you receive her grand prize? Men, you have to put in the time, you have to put in the work, you have to put in the fight in order to claim your princess. Is the princess that requires no fight what we want? Do we want what is easy? Do we want a woman that costs us nothing? That's not a princess. Easy is not a princess. Effortless is not a princess. Deep down inside, we want to put everything we have into a princess, everything we have into a fight. But the reality is, if you want the princess, you're going to have to fight a battle worthy of a princess. You must once again become the knight. Women, you must not yield to the men's weak attempts at capturing your heart. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. You have always been a princess. If you want your happy ever after, you must force the night to work for your prize. You don't need to be skinny, you don't need to be tall, you don't need to be funny, have perfect skin, big boobs, nice legs. You just need to be you. Because you are perfectly and wonderfully made. You must become the princess worthy of a knight. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess high up in a castle, waiting to be rescued. Outside the gates of the castle was a knight who had traveled many miles, suffered many wounds. The knight continued to push forward into the castle, slaying the dragon that lay within. The knight then climbed to the highest part of the highest room where the princess lay. The beautiful princess was then rescued by this noble and courageous knight, and they lived happily ever after. That's how the story goes. Don't forget.